Welcome to the Cherokee Tribune Ledger podcast. Today is Tuesday, March 14th, and on this day in 1879, Albert Einstein was born.
E is equal mc squared, in which energy is third equal to mass, multiplied with the square of the velocity of light.
I'm Matt Golden, and here are your top stories presented by Credit Union of Georgia. The River Ridge girls basketball team won the state tournament. A former Cherokee County teacher was sentenced to 8 years for child sexual abuse. And a group of Etowah students won a contest for mental health PSAs. We'll have all this and more on the Cherokee Tribune Ledger podcast.
You deserve better than your bank. Better service, better rates, better solutions. Now is the perfect time to make the switch to Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank. Credit Union of Georgia is a homegrown, not-for-profit cooperative that will provide you with personalized customer service, a network of more than 30,000 accessible ATMs across the country, and convenient locations right here in Cherokee County, including the brand new Hickory Flat branch. Become a member today or apply for a loan online at cuofga.org. Credit Union of Georgia, the better way to bank.
The River Ridge girls basketball team got its revenge on the ultimate stage, winning the Class AAAAA state championship 68-50 over Lovejoy on Friday night at the Macon Coliseum. It's the first team state championship for River Ridge in any sport, and the Knights are the first girls basketball champion from Cherokee County since Etowah in 2005. River Ridge played with a chip on its shoulders going up against a Lovejoy team that knocked the Knights out in the quarterfinals last year. This was the matchup the Knights wanted, and they pulled away late for the history-making 18-point win. Mataya Gayle took over in her final opportunity at River Ridge, scoring a game-high 25 points, surpassing 2,000 points for her career. Behind Gayle, two sophomores had major contributions. Kayla Cleaveland scored 15 points despite fouling out in the fourth quarter, while Sophia Pearl finished with 11 points and 5 steals. River Ridge limited Lovejoy's talented guard duo of Brianna Preston and Lanya Foster to 29 combined points. Foster's 16 points led the way, while Preston was forced to the bench after picking up her fourth foul with 2:30 left in the first half. Cherokee's run came to an end Saturday night with the Warriors falling 78-58 to Wheeler in the Class AAA state championship game in Macon. It was nothing like the last time these two teams met. Cherokee was within striking distance for much of the game and trailed by just 9 points in the third quarter. Wheeler's size and athleticism ultimately helped it pull away, but the Warriors were anything but an easy out. Saturday marked the Warriors' first trip to the state title game since 1982 behind the late Tony Engel, the future coach at Kennesaw State and a Cherokee County Sports Hall of Fame honoree. It was the fourth time Cherokee had seen Wheeler during the 2022-2023 season, and after falling 94-41 in the Region 5-7A championship, the Warriors played like they had something to prove. Saturday marked the end of just Coach Joe Veeman's second season at Cherokee since taking over for longtime coach Roger Kiam. He led the Warriors to a 41-17 record and now a Class 7A runner-up trophy. A former Holly Springs educator has been sentenced to 8 years in prison after pleading guilty to child sexual abuse during his time as a teacher at a private school. 65-year-old Robert Vandell of Canton was sentenced Tuesday to 8 years in prison, followed by 12 years on probation, after pleading guilty to child sexual abuse crimes while he was teaching at the Linden Academy in Holly Springs. The sentence will run concurrently with a 10-year prison sentence Vandell is serving in Fulton County. Vandell pled guilty to his Fulton County charges in May of 2022, admitting to rape, aggravated child molestation, false imprisonment, and child molestation while he was a science teacher at Fulton Academy of Science and Technology Charter School in Roswell. He was sentenced to 10 years to serve in prison, followed by life on probation with sex offender special conditions. In September of 2021, Vandell was arrested at Linden Academy by Roswell police on charges that he sexually assaulted one of his students at Fulton Academy of Science and Technology Charter School. He was charged in Roswell with rape, aggravated assault with intent to rape a child under 14, aggravated child molestation, sexual assault by a person in supervisory authority, enticing a child for indecent purposes, and false imprisonment of a child under 14. After his arrest, Vandell was terminated from his teaching position. Since he was teaching in Holly Springs Police Department initiated a separate investigation. A forensic interview showed that Vandell had been showing the child favoritism in giving her answers to test questions before engaging in criminal acts, prosecutors said. In a negotiated guilty plea, Vandell admitted to intentionally making physical contact with intimate parts of the child's body, including pressing the front of his body against the child and smacking her buttocks with a ruler. In an impact statement, the victim said she has had sleepless nights and they have felt afraid and betrayed, waiting for justice. Linden Academy headmaster Linda Murdoch declined to comment on the case Friday due to the case being open. Records on the Georgia Professional Standards Commission website show that Vandell's teaching certificate was revoked in October of 2020. The commission had suspended his license in 2006. Last year, Murdoch told WSB-TV that when Linden hired Vandell 2 years earlier, the alleged sexual assault in Roswell had not been yet reported to authorities, and he passed a background check that included the GBI social media checks, references, and recommendations. A 37-year-old woman from Woodstock has been arrested after authorities say she had a sexual relationship with a minor starting when he was 15 years old. Brittany Stetson is charged with child molestation, aggravated child molestation, sexual assault by a teacher, according to her arrest warrant by Holly Springs Police Department. In the warrant, police say that in February of 2021, Stetson initiated a sexual relationship with a boy who was 15 at the time, which continued for over a year. The woman is a former substitute teacher at Cherokee County schools, including the high school the teen attended. A representative of the Cherokee County School District said that alleged sexual misconduct was not connected to Stetson's work as a substitute teacher, and she is no longer employed by the district. Stetson was arrested March 7th and booked in the Cherokee County Jail. As of March 10th, she remained there without bond, according to the Cherokee Sheriff's Office.
Engineered Solutions of Georgia. We guarantee a stable, dry foundation. With over 30 years of experience and a lifetime of support, residential and commercial. Hey, we do it all. For basement waterproofing and repairs to your foundation. Dial 678 ESOG now.
Get your tickets today for the Georgia Food and Wine Festival, March 24th through the 26th at Jim R. Miller Park in Marietta. The Georgia Food and Wine Festival will celebrate the best of Georgia in the South, from its culinary superstars and beverage experts to farmers, artisans, live musicians, and more. For more information and to buy tickets, head to GeorgiaFoodAndWineFestival.com. The Georgia Food and Wine Festival at Marietta's Jim R. Miller Park, March 24th through the 26th.
A team of students from Etowah High School recently won first place in a statewide career skills competition for their public service announcement on mental health awareness. Junior Samantha Durst, Timilola Oloruntobo, Katie Shea, and Hannah Stack won the state HOSA Future Health Professionals competition for their video. They are part of their school's HOSA chapter, advised by Career Pathway Healthcare Science teachers Megan King and Amber Thayer. The PSA is currently available on YouTube. The team will compete nationally this summer at the HOSA International Leadership Conference in Dallas, Texas. The Cherokee County School Board and Superintendent will recognize the team at an upcoming school board meeting.
Assuming I pass the required courses and notify my insurance company in writing, will I get to drive the fire truck?
You got any speeding tickets?
No, sir.
I do.
Cherokee County Fire and Emergency Services brought home 4 awards from the 2023 Northwest Georgia Region 1 EMS Award Banquet in Rome on Thursday night. CCFES was recognized as the EMS Service of the Year. This award is presented to an agency that has not only maintained a high performance level and spotless record, but has made improvements or contributions which benefit the citizens it serves and has contributed significantly to emergency services at the community, regional, and state level. Fire apparatus operator and paramedic Connor Bourne received the Tommy Gaylor Medical Call of the Year award. He was recognized for the outstanding work he and his crew did on a cardiac arrest patient that resulted in the patient being discharged to home after receiving care in the ICU. Captain Chrissy Wigginton received the Mike Miller EMS Educator of the Year. She was recognized for her prestigious career in fire and emergency services, which have resulted in her serving as the driving force in the accredited Cherokee Fire Paramedic Program. Dr. Jill Mabley, retired medical director for the Cherokee County Fire and Emergency Services, received the Dr. Paul Nassor Lifetime Achievement Award. She was recognized for her lifetime of exemplary dedication and emergency services at the local, state, and national level.
I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty. I want to share with small businesses one of the smartest moves we ever made in real estate. We bought our business properties and did not lease our offices, and we paid ourselves instead of our landlords. It was an additional revenue source for our company without any additional work. If you are 2 years in business and occupy over 50% of the space, you very well might qualify for a no money down loan to buy your business property. Whether it's an office property, retail, industrial, or any other number of commercial properties, you may qualify. Owning your business property could eliminate or reduce the check you send to the IRS. Owning your place of work will also enable you to use additional equity to borrow or save. Please call me at 678-708-6885 or visit drakerealty.com and see if we can help you build equity and wealth in your business.
Thanks again for listening to today's Cherokee Tribune Ledger podcast. Did you know that over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and be sure to share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. Add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or your Google Home Briefing and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, Executive Producer. Doug Harding, Creative Director. Jacob Sutherland, Director. Producers Jason Gentarola and Matt Golden. And Jinrei Zhang, Video Producer. All rights reserved.